Hello. Happy Thursday. My brain all of a sudden was like, wait, is it Thursday? Is that today? Anywho, hi Allison, hello Curious, Georgina, Raccoon, Tigress, Kit Kat. Welcome, welcome. Oops. Okay. It has been a day. It has. So I thought I'd show you a couple of the books that I'm not going to color in, because I'm going to use my pretty alcohol markers. And some of these I have learned have like lines that are just a little bit too thin. And so, yeah, coloring with like pencils or something instead would be better. Thank you for the alert, Calliope. Hi, Petrichor. But I love this one. It's like all Polly Pocket vibes. Like, how cute is this? Oh, okay. I was like, everything looks like it's working on my end for once. But yeah, James got me this one. Isn't that super cute? It's called Pocket World. And I'm like, adorable. This one, I have actually used the alcohol markers with. This one, I could probably color with in today. Like I've done some pictures in it. Scream, just in general. Fair. That's where I stopped. So in theory, we could color in that one if we want to. I'm trying to figure out like the best way to set everything up, because I have my little like color swatch cards, and I'm like, I don't know. It'll probably be fine once I start. Right now I'm like moving around a lot. This is one that I think we might, I really like this one. God, not the cat. No. This one I challenged myself to use colors I hadn't used before. Because I was like using the same markers all the time because they're pretty. And this is one I started but I haven't finished, so we could work on this one. Aren't they cute? I really love the Coco Wyo books. Finally asleep. This one is James's. It was just with my books. He picked this one. And he's been having fun coloring. Obviously. Oh. Okay. Are you a Megan colorer where you start at the beginning of the book and just color through? Or are you a James colorer where you find a picture that you want to color and color that one? You find one? You're James. James. You're James. Wow, so many of you do James's way. I thought for sure there was gonna be like more, I mean, maybe not more like me, but more of you than there were. Hello, can I help you? To you. What are you doing? That's so funny to me. Okie dokie. Well, I got this one from one of you guys, so we could do that one. Can I be so honest? I start to get really nervous with the animal ones because I've seen people do really amazing, beautiful colors and shading and fur patterns, and I sit there and I'm like, oh, like I'm afraid to ruin it. I know that there's no such thing as ruining it, but I'm afraid to ruin it. You know? This one's really cute though. It's all different arrows. Eras. I don't know why I couldn't say it right. So it's like all different, but they're all different like cutie little animals. The other thing too is that we could also color in a couple of different books. We don't have to just pick one. Hi. Alrighty. That's it. Hope you all enjoyed it. Pop Manga Cute and Creepy. Ooh, I have one of the Pop Manga ones. Not the Cute and Creepy. Oh, I don't remember which one it is, but I have one of hers. I haven't colored in it yet either. Oh. Color it all orange. Done. That's the Artemis way of coloring, right? And then this is one that I just got. And I feel the same way about messing up the cute animals. Now, I should also mention, I have an absolute crap ton of coloring books. Like, I have... Okay, I think these are smaller cubes than the ones behind me. I don't remember if they're 12-inch or 10-inch, right? Because the thing gets silly. Like, it's the size of the cube or the size of the... I don't know. But yeah, I have a lot of coloring books. But I can't use the alcohol markers with these ones because they're double-sided coloring books. And these are single-sided. Because if you notice, I mean, you can see here how it comes through. It comes through the page. So you can't use these markers on a regular book unless it's only one-sided. Yeah. Okay, I think it needs more glitter. Should we start something brand new? Should we continue this one and finish it? What are we feeling? Hi, Scruffy. How are you? Not the printer pop. I love it when my printer pops up and is like, there's no new software available. Oh. Okay. I thank you for letting me know that there's nothing new to update my printer with. Like, why are you here? Why are you up? Whatever sparks joy. This one's feeling good. Not me coloring on the back of medication. There's no names on it. It's just like the stuff that comes in like your risk of like the stuff that they have to give you. Evidently that was my filler paper. The warning information. I also have like some that I've used multiple times and they get kind of fun. Alright. What am I telling you? Wait, what am I? So, oh, you know what I should do for today? Hang on. let me get a link to my markers because I'm sure that people are going to ask. Oh, that was about the printer. No, you're good. Yeah, I'm like sitting here and I'm like, oh, thank you for letting me know. I don't know what you want me to do with this information. Keep up the good work. I have a really cool marker stand, and I guess I can get a link to that too if anyone wants it. This is my marker holder. Ooh, Allison, because you're new to alcohol markers and anyone else, I don't know if you know this. Don't store your markers standing up like this for alcohol markers. I know that like the bag that it came with has them standing up. Lie them down. If they're dual tip, you don't want them standing up. If they only have one tip, you can leave them standing. Yeah. So if you have, like, for me, even like these kinds of pens, I keep like this so that the ink doesn't flow away from the tip. But for these guys, because it's dual tipped, you want them to be, you want it to stay in the middle. So curious, you might be like, that is so many. It's actually one set. And it's on sale right now. It's 200 colors and it's on sale for $94. $94.99. Which in the world of alcohol markers is not a lot. Commands. Yeah. So we're gonna say, let me make coloring. Action. Chat message. Swatching them was so much fun. It was a good time. These are the I can spell alcohol markers Megan is using today. Boop. And I'll include my little storage shelf thingy too. I got it. I was fine keeping them in the bag. But then James and I started coloring together. And it was one of those things where he would like pull out stuff and I would pull out stuff and the markers would all shift in the bag and I was like, nope, I can't. Nope. So this one I have, and then I have them organized in swatch order. It makes me very happy. Looking for storage for your markers. Megan has hers in this. Oops. You know what, I was kind of like that at first, Allison. And then I thought, you know what? If he messes up the markers, if anything happens to them, I'll just have to buy some more. I used to be very like, I can't use the pretty pens, or I can't use the pretty fill in the blank thing. And then I realized that they still dried up and I never got to use them. And I'm like, well, I would rather that they get used and dry up that way instead of never get used and I never get to appreciate how pretty they are and they dry up instead just from age, you know? I don't think he'd want to, that's fair. No, but like I was the same way at first because I asked James, I'm like, do you want to color too? Because he kept being like, wow, that's really pretty. That looks like a lot of fun. And I was like, do you want to color with me? And he was like, I mean, yeah, that'd be cool. And I was like, okay, like, all right, let's do it. I had him pick out a book. So I have the fine tip and the broad brush. Oh, you can't see that. I used to not want to use the pretty things. Now, I do still struggle with using the pretty yarn because yarn doesn't go bad. Yarn doesn't, you know, dry up. So the pretty yarn stays forever. Anyway, I have the broad tip and the fine point. They also come in brush. Yeah. I want this guy, I think. And a lot of times, even though I have the swatches, I'll still like double check a little bit before I start because I'm like, last thing I want to do. And something else that I'll sometimes do, I have this guy. And I'll use that to rest my hand on, especially like in the warmer weather, or if I've been coloring for a while and my hands are warm so that I don't like smudge things. I also use this to draw my lines so that I can make my lighting effects. Oh, another tip. This is just going to be Megan talking a whole lot. If you do use pencil, like, I don't know if you can see that I have pencil here. Like, because that's where the sunlight's coming in. Make sure that you erase it before you color on it with the marker because the marker sets the pencil and you'll never be able to erase it. I learned that the hard way. Yeah, okay. It's been a minute since I've colored with these, so. And alcohol markers do bleed, like they spread a little bit when you use them. So you don't want to go all the way up to the line. Like these books are good, the thick lines, because you can get a lot closer to them. The ones with the really thin lines, you have to like almost color and stop before you get to the line because it'll bleed through. And unlike most markers or pencils or whatever, like I'll typically outline my item and then color in. But with alcohol markers, if you don't want it to have lines, you have to work like from wet to dry, which is a really weird thing to say, but it basically just means that you keep the edge of where you're working wet so that it doesn't dry out and then you don't get the harsh lines. Now, alcohol markers are also fun because you can layer them. So I fully plan when this is dry, which does not take long because they just don't take long, to go over some of these leaves again a second time to, again, add that shadow feature. Hi, Smoothie. If anyone has questions, I am not an expert by any means, but I will do my best to answer or at least share my experience. So you can actually probably see which leaves are wet and which ones are dry. Like, that's dry. You see how it's a lighter shade than that? Hi, Allison. I should, like... Let me put you guys on my phone so I don't end up accidentally missing stuff. Because I'm not looking up. I think I want all of these the same color. Also, feel free to share in Discord what you're coloring today. I know a lot of us are coloring together, which I think is really fun. So feel free to share your pictures, your works in progress, befores and afters, I don't know, whatever you'd like to share. On a crafty outing today? Ooh, where are you? What's your crafty outing? Tell me more. You're knitting socks. That's fun. There's a zebra in my book, and I'm making him the fruit stripes color. Yes. I'm not coloring, but I'm building a Neapolitan-inspired barn in Minecraft. That's fun. Can I ask the Minecrafters a question? I need to know if I'm just, like, new, and I don't... Maybe I just... So, the people I was playing Minecraft with decided that the server we were playing on, they were going to start a new one. And I'm like, but why? We were working hard on this one. I put my whole heart and soul into all these things. Why are we stopping and starting a new one? And everyone was super excited about starting a new one, and I was like, but this is what do you mean? So, like, they walked me through how, so, like, I can still play on the old one. I haven't played Minecraft since, though, because I don't care anymore. Like, I don't want to put everything into another build just for them to be like, oh, we're gonna do something new. And is that something that a lot of people do with Minecraft? Hi, Lockpick. I know, I'm really sad. Like, is that common? I know, like, Kenya, for instance, like, she does the servers, and, like, those have, like, a time limit, if you will, which makes sense. Like, it's like a competition or whatever, where, you know, you get to a point and that's like the end of the competition and that's the end of the world. So, like, you can go into it a little bit differently versus what I did. They also restart Animal Crossing a lot. I don't understand starting over multiple times. There's so much to explore. I agree. Yeah, if you looked at the map, how much I had explored was so small compared to the size of the map. I think everyone feels that way about their first build. It's common to get to a point and restart. Okay. I don't understand doing that, but I'm not a social player. Yeah, it's pretty common. Okay. And that's kind of where I was wondering. I'm like, is this a common thing? Because the way that everyone else was like, yeah, let's do it. And they were so excited. And I was like... I'm not excited. I'm also... And it's interesting, too, because there's a lot of neurospicy people in this group, too. So... Because I was like, maybe I don't understand the excitement because I'm like, but this is my thing and I don't want to leave it. But, like, there were a lot of people who I would have expected to also be like, no. And they were like, heck yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm just not understanding. It was my first server, Lockpick. So they taught me how to, like, be able to access it still, but James has the computer, the laptop that I was playing on, and we don't have Game Pass anymore because it's ridiculously expensive, so I have to buy Minecraft because I was using Game Pass before. These leaves look like butts. Others felt done. Yeah, but that map was huge. Something people do often. It makes me sad to let a world go. Also been having fun starting fresh. I've been on for, yeah, each season has new mods, which changes it up. A lot of Minecrafters would feel like a world is done at a certain point. Okay. See, this is good to know. I've learned something. I may not like it or agree with it, but I've learned something. If anything, what I may do in the future, and the only thing is, like, I'll have to figure out how to install some of the mods that we use, because they started me off, I didn't play vanilla Minecraft, I started modded. So, I like having the ability to teleport around the map. I started pretty soon after they started. I want to say, like, maybe a few weeks to a month. after they had started that. Quicker they get. That's an interesting point. Hi, James. A forever world that they'll always come back to and work on again. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what I thought that this world was, because a lot of people were building on it and weren't done, and like it was still, I thought, pretty active, and I was treating it like that. So it was just like a surprise to me when people are like, on to the next thing, and I'm like, but no. James, you know what's interesting? I asked chat today if there are more people here who color like you or more people here who color like me. And I was shocked to find out that more people color like you. Which is you find a picture that you want to color and color it in instead of going in order. Because I feel like if I went in order, or if I didn't go in order, I'd get to pictures, I would eventually, like, have a book full of pictures I didn't want to color in, if that makes sense. If I was just going to, like, my favorite ones, if I was just, like, jumping, like, ooh, I want to do this one, ooh, I want to do this one, ooh, then eventually I'm going to be like, ooh, I don't want to do that. Because, like, I colored all the ones I really was excited for. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I don't know. More seasoned. Yes, they were. This was not their first playthrough together either. They had a world at one point before. That they had abandoned just naturally over time. So, yeah. I have a coloring book of national parks. Ooh, I don't want to color ones I haven't been to. Okay, see, that's fun, though. You're using it as, like, a way to track what parks you've been to. Like, that's cool. I didn't think about that. I have what I have decided is, like, Toy Story syndrome. Even though I've never thought about it like this, I don't want anything feeling left out. I know it's a coloring book, it's inanimate, and it won't feel anything. But still, I don't want to, like, leave pages out. They were printed to be colored, you know? Alright, I'm leaving that out so I can redo that. What color do I want my sink? So these are, like, my little... This set comes with, like, a little swatch sheet. Oh, yeah. Listen, I don't... Do what makes you happy. Life is too short to be like, oh my gosh, you're right, I need to do it that way. Like, if coloring in order makes you happy, then do it. If coloring whatever is sparking joy makes you happy, then do it. If you are like, I don't really think about these things, what are you talking about? That's fine too. Page by page in the Coco Wayo books. But if it's coloring for a different type of enjoyment, then I'll choose a favorite picture. Sure. Yeah, if it's like an app on my phone, I'll just pick a picture that I want to color. I've never finished an entire coloring book. I just pick the ones I like. That's fair. I think, see, part of me, because I made the fridge this like pretty teal color, I was like, do I want to make the other appliances fun, pretty colors, or make them like normal colors and just have like the fridge be the feature, you know? I don't want to spend a time on a picture I don't like as much just to get to one I want to. That's fair. I've always been a very, like, waste not, want not kind of person. Like, when I paint, I don't squirt paint on, like, a tray and then take it from there. I will literally... I have paint out. Hold on. I'll shake the paint, right? And I will paint from the lid. I won't squeeze the paint out because then guess what? When I'm done and I put it back, I haven't wasted any paint. I don't know why I'm like that. I don't know where I got that from because my mom will just squeeze paint on a paper plate. Like, that's how I was growing up. No one told me not to do that. No one told me to do it this way. But I am, like, very... like... I waste not, want not for me. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that. You never even thought of that? Yeah, the only time that I squeeze it out on, like, a plate or a tray is if I need to mix colors. That's actually brilliant. Especially for small things. Mm-hmm. Just adding a couple of little, like, shadow lines in that plant. Just to give it a little... It's so hard to see the things, I feel like. You see how the plants there, the leaves look different from where the sun is? I still don't know what I want to do with the stove. I think it'd be fun to make the pans. Like, I've seen teal pans. I don't know if anyone else has. Which I think are pretty cool. You've seen them too? Yeah. See, and I won't color... I do my highlighting first. Like, where the sun would be catching the light. I know some people who don't do, like, yellow for the sun, and they just instead will do, like, a lighter shade. There's no right or wrong way. There's no right or wrong way to do this. And I love that. I wonder... This... Sometimes, you know what's fun? If you're, like, feeling stuck and you're like, I don't know how to like, color the next bit. Google. I made my kitchen with a teal fridge. Okay, I like the teal appliances with it. Like, oh, you can't see that bit. Like, sometimes it helps to just, like, I like the white counters. Or the white cabinets. Ooh, I like this with the dark countertop. Sometimes it's just, like, fun to try and get an idea before you go in.
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
Oh, look at this, a fun number.
That
it's
is a
nice,
fun number.
haha.
Georgina, thank you for 69 months. Nice. What color would you like for your paper star? Thank you so much. I guess, like, because they're right next to each other. That's the one thing that was kind of also hanging me up. Was like, should I do it the same? That's that color. Teal, you got it. Morning, Emily. Teal star for Georgina. Come on, paper. There we go. Oh, got me coloring on my hand. I also, and I feel like this is just me liking to see progress. Sometimes I'll take like before and after pictures, even on like coloring pages. I like looking at the differences. Emily, how did your decorating go yesterday? I saw the picture of your tree. There you are, Georgina. Teal star. Into the jar. Can I just move this over? Do you think? No, it's gonna be fine. And if it's not, then it's not. Maybe let's do gray little stove knobs. And a gray handle. And yeah, we'll use the same color for this part. Did some more last night. I was so tired I forgot to take photos. That's okay. Okay, wait, no, that actually looks really cute. I was worried. I learned how expressive my face is today. Oh. My bestie and I send each other a lot of videos with, like, when your friend doesn't turn their, like, subtitles off. And it's just people being like, and the other one being like, yo, fix your face, and being like the default state is just like, what? What are you doing? But did something happen, Georgina? Because that sounds like there's a story. It sounds like, walking with a friend in a local park a couple weeks ago. We both stopped mid-sentence. We're staring before we realized we were being obvious. No. And that awkward moment where you're like, oh, yeah, hi. Do you see that over there? We weren't looking at you, no. Like, girl, fix your face. She had a backpack for an animal and no animal. Oh. And it's like, did you forget it? Did you lose it? Some of the names of these colors are ridiculous because you're like, this is not that color at all. But I'm trying to figure out what happened. I'm trying to figure out what brown I want to use. I'm thinking mahogany, maybe. That or this tan. We'll do the mahogany because I'm going to leave the cabinets white. 3, 5, 7. Or my favorite is you pull out a marker and the cap doesn't look anything like the swatch. Like, these two colors look nothing alike. Not matching the name or not matching the color, yeah. How much time these precise events take, and she was talking about OT as a whole. I'm like, please cut to the chase. Ooh, pastel pink. That's not pastel. And you kind of sit there and you're like, has this person ever seen, like, this color before? your pencils match the printed swatches. I always go off your swatches. Yeah, same. Even my swatches have changed as the ink has settled. That's true. Making swatches is fun. I agree. It does. Which I learned you're evidently supposed to use like before you color. And not after, or else it makes the pens like fuzzy. Write a report how long it takes a patient to become well enough to engage, not the part. Yeah. Ooh, I should probably do that in this color too. How do you know what you need to blend before you draw? I don't know. Trying to figure out what color to use on your hedgehog's cape. Cute. No, you're so fair, Smoothie. Well, so I'm still learning the colorless blender thing, okay? Because when I've tried to do it in the past, I ended up with that texture. Which is pretty cool. Not what I was trying for. But sure. Look, I made Patch and Artie. It's Patch and Artemis. They're in therapy. Anyway. I watch a lot of videos too. Like a lot of videos to try and learn this stuff. Is that what you've experienced? Yeah, I feel like it's everyone. I thought that's who they were. I feel like everyone. I don't know. I would love to know what you've experienced. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm the problem. 288. Save some stuff when you were researching? Yeah. There's like some Facebook groups that are very impressive. Like the people in them. And I try to go and just like look to learn, not look to compare. Because, boy, sometimes you sit there and you're like, I shouldn't even own a coloring book. Yikes. Look at how good these people are. What am I doing? New puzzle dropped? Ooh. I mean, I could put a puzzle up if you all want. I figure that a lot of us are probably coloring today, but if you guys want a puzzle, we can puzzle. Erasing when you go outside the lines a little? Yeah. I mean, knowing how to color in the lines and always coloring in the lines are two different things. I feel like a lot of us know how to color in the lines. But a lot of us aren't perfect. We're not robots. Hand slips happen. They're super frustrating when they do. And not everyone has a steady hand, which is also freaking annoying when you're doing tiny detail work and all of a sudden you're just like, whoop, and you're like, oh, okay, well. Hi, Mary. Thanks for the lurk. Yeah, well, even keeping them sharp, not everyone has the same experiences, and it's not wrong or bad if you color outside the lines. The world will keep turning. Your coloring is still pretty good, or pretty and good. You don't have to be perfect. What color do I want to make my sink? Husband has hand tremors. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing too. My hand, I don't know if it's medicine. I have no idea why. Sometimes my hands just are a little shaky. It happens. I need to use this marker again on these pans because they're very flat. Brush pens is fine as pencils, but I don't like pencils. Yeah. I enjoy coloring no matter what it looks like. And if staying in the lines and having it be perfect matters to you, then that's okay for it to matter to you. Oh, wait, I need that. I need to do the little shelf up here. I want to have them match. Coloring something in first grade when we were coloring. She was telling us to color lightly in one direction and build it up because it looked best. And I, as a first grader, who cares? I just wanted to color. She held up the other girls and said, this is how you should be coloring. And then held up mine and said, this is how you should not be. I started college as an elementary education major. Elementary education, double minoring in English. The school that I went to required that you double major if you were an education major. I loved writing. I told you all this. I have fan fiction out there. I love writing. And I had a professor. There's nothing wrong with saying your grammar is wrong, this is wrong, like structure things, or like you need to work on certain mechanics or phrasing or something. But this person tore apart like my creativity and like things that I was proud of, and I stopped writing for years. I was just like, all right, never mind. Like, I just, technical are different, yeah. And it's also different, like, if people are asking for, I always talk about this with, like, the crafting community. But Petrichor, what you're saying, with respect, is that you're better because you can color in the lines. And Emily is saying that she has issues with mobility and her ability to maybe sometimes stay in the lines because sometimes her hands are weak. And so you're basically trying to say that I'm better because I stay in the lines, and people who color out of the lines suck. Or at least that's kind of how it's coming across. And like, that's the wrong way to do it. And I know that that's probably not what you mean. A lot of times the glue shrug can kind of come across as like whatever. Like I don't know. So I know that you're not meaning it to be that way because you're not a mean person, but it's kind of coming across as, well, if you can't color in the lines, why bother? Like I can color in the lines. And I don't know. It's just it's not the vibes. It's not the I don't know how to explain it. Anyway. But yeah, it like ruined my enjoyment of writing, and I stopped for like the longest time because it's like, I've talked about this before with like, you know, crafting, when you post and stuff on Facebook. And you're like, look at this thing that I made, I'm so proud, and people like pick it apart. And you're like, hold up, I wasn't like asking for like constructive criticism. And sometimes people are just like, wow, that's super messy. And it's like, listen, like, it's one thing if someone's like, hey, I'm new at this, I'd like to learn, what can I do better next time? But there are people out there who just police like art, I guess, you know, where it's like, oh, it has to be done this way. It has to be this way, or else you're doing it wrong and bad. And it's like, oh, but why? Like, if you're a judge and like you're judging a competition, that's one thing. But when you're just like someone on the internet who's like, bleh, that sucks. You're like, okay, who asked you? Very similar experience with a writing teacher. Yeah, I haven't picked it up as much as I would like. But I guess I feel less like it sucks and more like it just wasn't her taste, because there are people who like what I write. I need to keep writing. I really need to keep writing. Most famous artists did things wrong in their time. So true. So true. I still find myself being like, coloring is not clean and I just have to stop that voice. Yeah. We're looking here for enjoyment, not for perfection. Ads are going to play here in a minute. So we're going to take a quick stretch break. I feel like I have done nothing. But I know that I have. A lot of it's been talking, yapping, sharing links, and also trying to figure out some colors. Like, I don't know what color I want to do the curtains, or the window, or even like the window pane, because it's like maybe a yellow. I feel like this is like an autumn sort of like sunset. That's kind of like the thought in my head. So, all right, there's my warning for ads. So we're gonna take a quick stretch break. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, take a stretch break. Especially if you've been coloring, sit up. Have you been sitting all like shrimped over? Sit up straight. Okay, I'll be back in a few. Oh, boo. Well, GG's. Thank y'all for sitting through ads. I appreciate it. I don't know what color to make this bag of flour, because there's a part of me that's like, oh, I should make it like a brown paper bag. Like, or like a burlappy kind of bag. But then I'm also like, but does that make sense? Time to overthink colors. Thank you, Tigress. Thank you all for hanging out and sticking through them. Hi, Dahlia. It's good to see you. I hope that you've been well. Okay, we're leaving the cabinets white. I gotta figure out my sink. I think it needs more glitter. Alright, sink. How have you been? You moved out. Ooh. That's exciting. Congratulations. I've seen some people do like gingham print on tablecloths. And that's like an intriguing idea. But I feel like this is a really, the little like creases in the folds in this tablecloth would make it very tricky. Where you just are like, how do I navigate that bit? Maybe. Does anyone else color like this? I feel like it depends on what I'm coloring. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like these are fancy pictures with the fancy markers, you know? And I end up being like, ooh, what do I want to do here? And other times I'm just like, this color's good. This is fine. Or like I'll look at it as like a whole. Like what colors go with what I have. Like I was trying to figure out what color to make the tablecloth, and I was like, ooh, this one looks pretty, and then I realized I used it up here on the oven mitts. I'm like, dang. Ooh, but you know what? This will look good on the pumpkin. Oh, also people were saying that they'd be down for a puzzle, so I can get one of those started. I could use it again. You're right. I could also layer the mittens up there and like make them slightly different, or heck, I could even layer there. Oh, you know what's funny? That heart is the same color too. I love this coral color too. Like when you ask me like my favorite colors, it's these two. It's teal and it's coral, like those. Maybe, you know, this is like, well, I guess I have a couple of other it's hard when you don't have like a million colors, you know? Like 200 colors is a lot. You have some of these, they're so fun, aren't they? Like 200 colors is a lot, but at the same time, you still end up being like, damn, I need more. I don't have quite enough. Maybe I'll do like... Maybe, because those look similar to each other. Maybe I do the darker one. Let me look at... Let me make sure which one I did. Ooh, wait, it might be the other way around. Or maybe I didn't use those at all. What did I use? Wait. $280. Is that what I used? That's what I used. Oh, well, this is very good. Look at how nicely those go together. Hold up. The world is my oyster. Okay, we'll do that in a second. Let me finish doing the sink that I want. The shading bit here. I love it when stuff like that happens. eraser sucks. What the heck? Why? Okay. I got it. I didn't even see what it was. I just threw a Pokeball at it. Well, it's a good thing that I'm shading along that line because that eraser messed things up. Don't you hate it when that happens? Throw it out the window. Let's do this for the tablecloth. Should the darker color be for the tablecloth or the darker color be for the stools?
I found my people.
Thank you for that follow. Welcome in. I think for the tablecloth. And have the stools be lighter. Yeah. Just do it, Megan. So wait, you guys are saying that you use the color corrector if you color out of the lines? Did I understand that correctly? Because not my pen getting a little bit too close to that stool and it leaking over the line. Like, alcohol markers are a lot of fun. But they do bleed a little bit. This is giving cozy apartment near the forest. Yes. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, colorless blender. That's what I'm supposed to use. I mean, it lightened it. Okay, lighter stool. Whoa! Got me almost using the wrong end. See, now this stupid eraser that made a mess also made like a funky line in my tablecloth. You see that? So we're gonna have to play with that a little bit to try and make it a little bit more blendy. What color? I'm like ready to go live in a cabin in the woods. Anyone else? I'm over it. I think that sounds good. A cozy cabin in the woods with a croissant on the table, you know? I'll join the cabin community. Perfect. Man, you know, that pumpkin swatch was a lot. It was not as bright on the swatch card. This was it on the swatch card. That's very bright compared to that. My iPad died right when I was responding to you. No! Well, welcome back. So sorry. Maybe I can add a different color over top of it to help mute it just a little. It's not that I don't, it's just, it's a lot louder than the other colors in this. Ooh, you know what's another fun little trick? You know the white gel pen that I use to write people's names on the black paper star paper? Well, since it's a white gel pen, it also works really well on these kinds of coloring books. So I've used those before for like details or shiny spots. Like I might use it here to make like a couple of little, like those little dusty specks that you see in the window. I can show you an example in a second. But if you don't already have some like white gel pens, they're inexpensive enough. Grab a couple. Yeah. Like I just got them off of Amazon. Like here, to make that look like glass, those lines and those little specks are your Jelly Roll white pen. And around, it's hard to see, some little like fuzzy white bits around there too. Because, like, there's lines on these windows, but there weren't any on this one. And I was like, well, that's awful silly. So. I'm just gonna color these whole stool darker because I want it to be a little bit darker than it is. And then I'll go over it a third time in the shading spot. It's just it's awful pink right now. And I like pink, but like the color I'm wearing, like a dusty kind of pink, not a, it's pink, you know? All right. This is me testing to see if I can mute this pumpkin a little bit in a way that looks good. Maybe, oh, I should have. Oops. Ooh, you know what we could do? Wait, I have a good idea. What if we use this color for the curtains? And I could do polka dots in the dark color on the curtains. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That gives cute in the woods vibes. I don't know what color to make the roof tiles that you can see here. I feel like another brown. I just don't know. Or maybe even like, this is almost like a reddish brown, like a really dark one. Hi, Stitch Lover. I'm doing all right. How are you? You can't get over how cute these pages are? I like them a lot. Oh, and another great thing is that this designer doesn't use AI. We freaking love to see it. My delay, rip. Human artist, always good, yeah. No weird, like, six finger. I saw someone's been doing videos on, like, AI in, like, Christmas decorations lately. Because, like, a lot of places are starting to roll those out. And they showed in Hobby Lobby this one picture of Santa Claus with like sitting in front of a fireplace, and Santa's got 6 fingers. And unless he is Great Uncle Ford from Gravity Falls, Santa doesn't have 6 fingers. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna use this yellow just to mute this pumpkin a little bit because it's so orange next to everything else. Like highlighter colored. It's Grunkle Ford Santa! I do like that about alcohol markers too, that you can like combine colors. This, okay, I couldn't think of what this music sounded like. It's making me think of from Frozen. All my life has been a series of doors in my face. Love is an open door. Like the music. All my life, like that's what the music. Does anyone else hear it? It's giving that? Okay. You can hear it? Okay. Every time that I hear it now, I'm just like... Up doors in my face. And suddenly I bump into you. Can't hear the music? Oh. Polka dot curtains. Potato brown. What a great name for a brown color. E258. Oh, it's because it looks nothing. Potato brown. Those colors look nothing alike. love potato brown. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Potato brown is what I used on the cutting board. You can do puzzles by yourself. I can put one up. Let me put one up. I was in the middle of doing that and then got distracted. Oh, there's a yarn puzzle. Yeah, you can do puzzles by yourself, but I can, Ooh, this is pretty. There we go. Oh, the thing actually worked. Huzzah! Hey, James. Can you hear me still? Probably not. Oh, wow, you're still here. Or with volume on, I should say. Dang, I'm impressed. Your car, started driving. Where are you going? Oh. I didn't know that you went anywhere. Was it for your dress uniform? You're gonna be all fancy now. Don't text. You're driving. What color should the cat be? Gray. Neon green. Oh. That would be different. Like a gray tabby or something. Mermaid. Oh. What color is mermaid? I think like purple when I think mermaid. Or green. Tessa! Hi! How are you? Do you? It's this one. It's whatever color you think mermaids are. Fair. Oh, right. You do have it? We're coloring today. Okay, Tessa, we were having, this is an important question. Okay, there's no pressure and there's no right or wrong answer, but when you color in a coloring book, do you color the book in order or do you go wherever you want? Like whatever picture sparks interest or joy? Oh, no worries, Allison. Usually whatever... Oh my gosh. Y'all, I am flabbergasted. Wow. I am the minority. I color in order. I'm shook. I was also talking about how, like, growing up, though, like, I've always been very, like, waste not, want not, and so in my brain, I'm like, I have to color all the pictures in my coloring book, because I got the coloring book. So, yeah. I've always been like that, too. Like, I can think back growing up and, like, coloring in order in the books that I had. Hi, silly. Silly, look! It's a barrel. It can be yours. If you'd like it. Yeah, if you'd like it. And I won't let a little blue pig take it. Or your husband. Because I'm pretty sure that he gave it away. And he just isn't telling you. Least your wrath of Hugh be redirected. He knows. He knows. He's like, I'm not taking that. Yes, it's your barrel. Congrats. Silly has barrel trauma. For real, though. No idea what that sound was. What color did I just do that barrel? That one. Forgot to grab the game. Oh no! It was late, maybe tonight. There you go. Think it was that color over there? You're right. You're so right. Oh, you know, that actually... That color is so dark compared to the lid. I like how I said I was gonna color multiple pictures today. Lol. Thanks! We've been having fun. When we started, I just had the walls and the fridge done. And this little collection of things on top of the shelf. So everything else we did today. I don't know what color to make the flower bag. Maybe... I have gotten far. Yeah. I feel like that always happens, though, when you go to do something like this. You're like, I'm gonna get so much done. And then you're like, dee. It's fine, though. It's for the enjoyment, not, you know, it's not a race. Maybe I do make it like a brown. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that I might make all the labels up here like a slightly, almost like this color. Because they're in the shadows. So I don't like that they're like pure white up there. So I was thinking that I might... This is called gray wolf hair. What a specific name. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It'll lighten up a little bit too because it's wet right now. I just noticed I didn't color in the little strawberry. Oh, this is for the cat. I'm like, why do I have this color here? 180. Strawberry, Megan, focus. There's a teeny little strawberry right here. I don't know why I made what's in that jar not strawberry colored, but you can fix that. You know what other, so like these are alcohol markers. They also have acrylic markers, which are like little paint pens. And I'm very intrigued by that. What's everyone's like favorite coloring method? Like, I really enjoy alcohol markers, but if I'm not using them, it's colored pencils. I'm a colored pencil girly. Also intrigued by acrylic markers. I've never tried them. I haven't either. You also enjoy the alcohol markers? Colored pencils are your fave? Yeah. Yeah, see, I made the flower, it's like, it's still light, but now it's just as if it's in the shadow. Instead of it being like pure bright white, it's just slightly, it's very lightly gray. You're the same? Yeah, it just looks like it's not in the sun anymore. Like it was too bright to be that up there. All right. I also don't know what color to do the floor. Again, the urge to do something like a checkerboard, which is just a little bit too extra, Megan. I have considered coloring the floor color. I just don't know what color. Ooh, I haven't put colored pencils on top of alcohol markers. No. That's just very fancy. I think I might not enjoy coloring much. Not to say that I'm not enjoying chilling with everyone. That's fair. I don't necessarily think that these will be like regular streams, but I do think that it's fun to kind of do something different, you know? I think it's fun to try different things. You would love more of these? Okay. That's good to know. It's always hard to tell if people are enjoying things and just like vibing in the background, or if people are like bored and not here. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I just make the floor gray. I'm enjoying vibing in the background. I'm here eating mashed potatoes. That's such a good thing to be doing. A lighter brown? We could do a lighter brown, yeah. Got Power Wash Sim on the Switch. I fear I'm obsessed. A blue gray. Here are all of my colors. I have lots of colors. So I don't think that anything on this will go for the floor. I mean, honestly, I'm a big fan of like the porcelain blue for like everything. But like unless I do something, no, none of those. Cause like this could be nice, this cool gray. I've done, this is the color of the counter and this is the color of the chair legs, these two browns. So I could do a different brown, but it's got to complement those. Like I could do this tan. A tan would make it warmer. Like it would make it, it would keep it in a warm color palette, and a gray would kind of keep it cooler. I think I'm feeling that. They're gray. They are. The cat is this color, that color, and then the sink is this color twice. Give this kitty some tabby stripes. Yeah, the one that we used in chat. Yeah, it's just Pokemon community game. Maybe I do the tan for the window. For the wood window. Because I'm like, oh, well, is the floor wood or is the floor concrete or something? Let's do the window. To the window. To the wall. Floor is lava? Oh. Imagine I just like, after doing this nice, pretty, calm picture, just make the floor lava. Minecraft lava floor. I think I just saw an ad warning pop up, by the way. So we might have ads starting here in a second. But it's gone now. So if that's the case, we'll take a quick BRB. Play some words. There it is. All right. I'll be right back. Take a quick stretch, get a snack, drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. BRB. Alrighty. Thank y'all for waiting through ads. I appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome back to all of you. Gosh, I ran out into the other room. It's like, it is so dark. And I actually, like, checked the time. I was thinking, it's not later than it is it? Nope. Nope. Halfway to being a pine cone, yes. Love it. Sorry. It was dark at 4:30. Yeah. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. But evidently it's dark o'clock here. So part of me is thinking that I might want to do a wooden floor. Because it would give that, like, warm vibes that the rest of the picture has versus the gray. But I'm not sure. I'm gonna keep avoiding this floor by doing the stairs and the little potted plant out here. That's how that's going. Hi, what are you doing? I was just checking on Patch because wood floor would have cozy. Yeah. Girl, are you licking your bowl? Is that the sound that I hear? I couldn't figure out what it was. I'm losing my mind. I am losing it. Nope, just the cat. Just the cat. Licking her bowl. Girly. It's empty. You'll be fed soon enough. Oh. Hey. That's always been like such a Maple thing to do. And I just... Hey. Ma'am. I'm also like, wood floors in... Here I go thinking logically, wood floors in a kitchen would be very difficult to keep clean. But we're in a cabin. We live in the woods. I don't think we care. I think that Looked at a weird noise, and it's my guy licking his nether regions. Yes, that's another one that I'm constantly like, what is that sound? And it's just a pet going to town cleaning some part of themselves. Yeah, it's LVP. That plank stuff that cleans really easily. Alright, we're doing it. I have to figure out what color to make the outside of the house too. I'm always telling them off, yeah. Constantly being like, please will you shut up? Okay, before we do that, let's just finish this flower pot. Cats are so graceful and elegant. Cat licking noises. Ugh. Pet licking. Oh. Honestly, most pet licking sounds is just... no thank you. Most of them are not... most of them are not pleasant sounds. Oh good, she's drinking water now. After licking that bowl, I mean... hydrate? Alright. If the cat can hydrate, so can you, chat. Take a drink. Caramel. We do love a hydrated queen. She had a good poop again today. I know you were all wondering. I gotta make sure that I keep that counter down, you know? Couldn't have it possibly going up. Oh yes, this was the right call. Although it is real close to the table color, like the table leg color. They're very close to each other. Now, what color to make the box? That's the last thing to decide. Cabot had limited wood choices. Don't be so judgmental. If anything, I might add a little bit. No, not that color. That one's too dark. Oh no. I put something in the wrong spot. You go there. You go there. Okay. I might add... this color to the legs to just make them a little bit different so that they stand out a little bit more. See, and that's the one thing when you color with like markers versus when you color with, say, pencils, where you can shade. So you could, in theory, use like the same pencil everywhere and just slightly change your shading, but with the marker, it's that color. See, there was a part of me that just thought, what if we made, like, the outside of the house like that? Like this dark green. I think that could be cool. I think that gives kind of foresty... Thanks, Logan. I appreciate that. All right. haven't colored in a long time. Coloring is something that I do because I enjoy it, but also like when I'm stressed, I find it really relaxing. I don't know about any of you all. I would find it relaxing if I wasn't constantly interrupted. Fair. That's fair. I like it. Should I color this inner line too? What do we think? Nothing gets done without being interrupted multiple times. Yeah. I feel like that with my pets too. It turned out so cute. Yay! I like it a lot. Maybe I do that little line too. In like a just slightly different shade of the same green. Finish one on Insta. Okay. What should I do about that window? Should I leave it like that? Ooh, I also need to shade my cabinets. Although, you know what's kind of interesting? This is fun. There's no color on the cabinets. But it looks like this part of it's darker, doesn't it? Because everything around it is darker. There's no actual color on the cabinets. It's just white. But because the shading is done the way that it is, it just naturally feels darker. I just don't know if I should add anything here on the window. Like maybe even just like this, like a yellow. Like it's just light coming in. Cabinets. We're talking cabinets. I'm gonna do it. It's fun to look at the other side too. Like the inverse. I wonder if somewhere I still have what... Well, I guess I shouldn't post what it looked like without color. Because then people can copy it. And, like, use it to color. Yeah, a lot of, like, Facebook groups, if you want to post, like, and ask, hey, I'm looking for inspiration for this picture, you actually, they want you to, like, scribble on the digital, like, on the photo. Hi, Rose. Oh, goodness, wait, no. Rosal? Let me know if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm so sorry. Welcome in. They'll ask you to, like, take a picture, and then on, like, the picture, add, like... Basically just go in and be like, boop. Hi, here's my face. And then just be like, oops. Kind of thing. Roz! Okay, perfect. That's easy enough. Thank you for telling me. I'll make a note of that too, so I hopefully don't forget. Struggle, it's a hard name to say. Thank you for letting me know, and welcome in. It's good to have you. You know what I need? It's just a blank piece of paper. Because you can kind of see the picture behind it when I take the picture to, like, post. Someone to hang out with. There's a whole lot of construction happening over the back fence. Oh, no. You're here to stop me hearing that. I'm so sorry. I hope that they'll be done soon. I hate stuff like that when you can't, like, control the noise. You have no say about it. That's the worst. Been happening for weeks. Ugh. That's even worse, is when it's been, like, consistent. Have a safe drive home, Silly. Love you. So, should we start another one? Or should we crochet a little bit? Because, like, I could do another page, or... we could work on a bead for our owl. Well, we were coloring today. Start another? Okay. We were coloring. Doing something a little different. People have been requesting a coloring stream for a while. So, should we start another one of these? These ones are fun. Okay. Sometimes when I look at a picture and I initially think like, oh yeah, let's make it this color. My next thought is, what if I just did like the exact opposite? So like, I think, and mostly probably because I've already done a bookstore that was like dark and moody, right? Like we have this bookshop on this book that's like dark and moody. And so my initial thinking is bookshop, dark. What if I made it yellow? What if it was like really bright and sunshiny instead? You know? Like, what if instead of going dark and moody, I was like, bam. Well, I guess that's the question. Is this mouse opening the store for the day or closing it? Because right now the sign is open, but is he about to turn it to closed? Like, what's our... Maybe we make it like... Maybe we do like a golden yellow instead. What's the mouse's name? What's his motivation for running a bookshop? No, we're outside right now. This is outside. We're not indoors. So that's why I'm thinking a nice bright color on the outside. It can be nice and moody inside, you know? You think he's about to close it? Okay, so we have like dusk hour lighting is what we're thinking. I still think I like this color. We're gonna go for it. Because guess what? It's just a coloring book. Things don't have to be perfect. And if you're like, why do you keep going back and forth? It's, again, so that the marker doesn't dry out, so that there isn't a harsh line with the alcohol markers. I don't always do it. I don't always do it successfully. Sometimes, like, with really big areas, it's really difficult to do. Yeah, I'm liking this color too. Like this one here. Not this one. This one. This blue background was really hard to do without having any lines, and you'll see, like, right there. Like, it's okay. It's okay. No one's gonna be like, you're terrible at art and you should feel bad about yourself. And if they are, then tell them to screw off, you know? The mouse's name is Gustav. He runs a bookstore in a small Italian town. Things don't have to be perfect. Okay, where's Megan? What did you do with her? It's not even that, like... I think part of it is that I can think about this forever, and I'll never actually color anything, because I'll be like, no, is it the perfect color? Is this right? Is this exactly what I want? And I'll make myself go nuts. It's a coloring book. Like when I was a kid, you know, first idea is best idea. Or like the first idea that makes you feel happy, do that one. Maybe not the first idea, because sometimes those first ideas you might be like, what? But, you know. Sometimes you need to question your first ideas and be like, yo, really? A little net. I don't know what colors to fill it with. Like a fishing net? What kind of a net? A butterfly net? Hi, Mom. A bug net like Animal Crossing. Cute. That shade of yellow is very pleasing. It is. It's called primary yellow. To me, it's like a butterscotch. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, what if you can see the background through the net? Like, if it's grass or whatever, what if you can see that? Like, what if you see whatever's behind the net through it? Maybe a little lighter through it? I don't know. Two to 3 pounds is nothing. Not for a dog. 2 to 3 pounds is a lot for a cat, but I'm glad that she's good. That yellow was 396, primary yellow. Wait, what Pokemon is here? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll try and catch it. Oh, hey, chat. I'm the worst. Guess what time it is? Time to enter a ticket giveaway. It's this one. This is the picture that we just, well, it's similar to the one that we just colored. By the way, if you're here, type ! ticket in chat, and you can vote on what we do on stream tomorrow. If you win. Although, I do believe that Cat Couch might be the victor. So I hope that you all don't mind having something very repetitive happening. While we work on a kitty couch. This is what I was just using, right? Yes, okay. Repetitive us never. It's gray. I had actually started this one originally for Artemis, and it was huge. And I realized that it was too big, but I didn't frog it because at that point Pippin was coming inside. She wasn't inside full time yet, but she had been coming in, and I was like, well, maybe one day Pippin might use it. And then sure enough, Pippin loves sleeping on Artie's couch, so chat was like, well, time to take it and finish it. It has a long ways to go. It has a long ways to go. Goes with the decor. It will, yeah. It'll match Artie's very nicely. Actually, these are the colors. This is Artie's cat couch, the blue, and Pippin's is the gray. I just had like a lot of these two colors, and so when this was me learning a new stitch a while back, and so I just used them because I had a lot of those. I had a lot of that yarn. So the autistic girl can literally watch paint dry with enjoyment. Oh, there's like a bunch of... I think that should the window opening and the door also be this color? Or different? It is a cozy combo. I do like that stitch a lot too. It is a yarn eater though. It eats your yarn. And it's a lot of like repetitive motion. So same color, you think? I'm thinking that too. I was just wondering if it would be too much yellow. At least the door, because I think doing the window frame in the same color makes sense, but maybe not the door because it's not a door frame. Yeah. Like maybe match the window to that, but maybe do the door like a different color since it's like a standalone item. Like I think the storefront would be, you know, controlled by the little shopping center that this bookstore is in. I have to make Gustav's story. Boo! Did I scare you? I'm sorry. You know what's funny? Emily. You know what's so funny? I'm doing this one very light and bright because in this coloring book I did a very dark, moody bookstore with a green door. So that's really funny that you said that green just feels like a bookstore. This one's like at night. You can see the lights casting shadows and stuff like that. I made that bookstore a nighttime one. So I was like, let's make this one like really bright and cheerful. Because I've already done the moody one. But that's so funny because I was like, yeah, green does... Wait. I did green. Patch, you have been so good, and I will be out there in just a few minutes, okay? I'm really proud of you. He's just now starting to be like, hey, I think you forgot about me. This is like the only time change thing that the animals have really had to get used to. I've kept everything else very much the same for them, for their schedules. So he's like, I think you forgot about me. Have a good time zone, Emily. Love you. Thanks for being here. Also, this might look like black, but it's navy blue. Yeah, he's starting to learn. It's all adjusting. thank you all for hanging out today while we colored. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you did too. It was fun to do something different. Add a little shading here. Oh. 6 o'clock. You had fun? Good. I'm glad. I did too. Should I maybe do the thing holding the banner in the same color as the bookshop word? That might be good for like consistency's sake. And then like the little thingies can be whatever. Nothing makes me happier than when the marker fits in between the lines like this. So satisfying. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Something I should have done with the other picture. Here's a fun little tip too. If you might not be back to a picture for a little while. Give yourself a little swatch and write down what everything is. Because nothing is, I mean, luckily matching on like having color cards helps a lot. Because if I had to try and match it based on the cap, I'd never match it. Having these little color swatches definitely helps you be able to figure it out. But sometimes you're just like, I have no idea. But yeah, that way I know what it is. So when I come back and I'm like, wow, this is really pretty. Dang, I really wish I did the door in that color. What was that color? Well, bam. Now I know. This was fun. I really enjoyed this. Thank you all for hanging out today. I know it was a different sort of stream. But I appreciate you keeping me company today while we did this. Tomorrow, just kidding. Hey, Raccoon, what do you want to put your points towards? What? I was like, oh yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be doing this. Wait, I had a giveaway to close. I remembered. I got there. I mean, technically the cat couch won. So, oh gee, cat couch. What if I told you that you know, you could do whatever? We should have picked what we wanted to vote on starting tomorrow. We'll just do that tomorrow. Whoever gets here first, second, third will get to pick like what we have on the list. And then the rest of us can come up with the other things, so. You just finished your page that you started last night? Ooh, I hope that you'll share a picture in Discord. Thank you for being here. Thank you for suggesting it. I've been meaning to do like a coloring stream for a while, so this was fun. It'd be fun to hide the points sometimes so no one knows who wins. Like, make it so that I keep count, but you don't know. Okay, so I'll tell you what. We're doing the cat couch tomorrow. So it'll be like, I don't know. And we'll remove everything except the game. And then we'll figure it out tomorrow. Alrighty. Well, thank you all again for keeping me company today. Have a wonderful rest of your time zone wherever you are at. I will be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. That's the wrong button. This is the right one. I'll be back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And we will be working on the kitty couch for Pippin. So I hope that you'll stop by. Come join Discord if you are not already there. It's a great way to know when I'm streaming and things like that. Here's my socials if you want to keep track of me elsewhere. Have a wonderful rest of your time zone. I did not look at anyone to raid because I am a goober. They like recently changed the layout for Twitch stuff again, and I'm trying to get used to it. So that's fun, because it instead is trying to tell me who I should collaborate with and not who's live. And I'm like, could you just tell me who's live? Could you just tell me? No, I haven't seen that. Sure. Cool, I'll take a look. All right. Let's go to the aquarium, chat. My stream thing's being stupid. Yeah, we're gonna go to the aquarium. Everyone, I hope that you are ready to see some fishies. And I will see you all tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we will hang out. Ooh. Y'all, there's the shark camera. It's the shark cam. All right. Have fun. See you tomorrow. Bye.